So, Andrew, the attorney's statement essentially says this all is based on information or, as a result of...
Too afraid to find a real man and real love, so you marry a for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he's in a bunch of...
That they attended, and you said the party was weird. Tell me about that.
It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with big old booty and shit. Nobody was gay no more. What the is going on here? It's just a lot of weird dude.
They're both bisexual. They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a doctor.
Let me tell you, girl, that hot tea is making the streets buzz. I know what you're thinking. CNN ain't typically in the news, but they just dropped a bombshell that has everyone talking. A video of Will Smith doing something with Diddy that has many scratching their heads. The world of celebrity tea spilling is no longer relevant. So what's this about Will Smith pleasing Diddy child? You can speculate as much as I can, but it sounds juicy. Are we talking about a crazy dance move, a secret handshake, or something much more scandalous? The internet is in disbelief, trying to piece together the details of this relationship between these two Hollywood heavyweights. You know how they say that a picture speaks 1,000 words? Well, this video is worth 1,000,000 rumors. Stay in as we delve into this disaster and reveal all the specifics. What might Big Willie be up to with Diddy that has CN riled up?
She came out of left field. Yeah, no, I thought she was gonna be great because she came different. I said the Generation Z will buy into different.
Do you see how different she is now?
I'll shave my eyebrows and I'll still show up on the red carpet. And
Do you see how different she is now?
Oh yeah. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild now. And I don't think she's done. I think it's more to come.
I think she can't be done.
He said she can't be done.
I think she can never stop.
So
I think if she stops, she'll turn into a 90-year-old woman and be sure, yeah, get your kids.
The wool cover. Oh, it's been a spin. So
she looks like she reads. Listen to me. She's giving me witch.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what she's trying to give.
No, if you go back and you look at what's the movie? The Witches with Angelica Houston.
Yeah.
No, Angelica Houston. The Witches.
Yeah, the Witches. Yeah.
She looked like them bitches when they would come out of their wigs.
Turn into mouses, goddamn.
And then the nose is they're gonna eat your children, and all of that shit. Like,
no,
she's giving that.
I want people to stop Google the Witches with Angelica Houston and then
shout out to Angelica Houston. You everything, man.
No.
And you were awesome as Morticia. No one will ever play Morticia like you.
Shout out Wednesday.
But it's like this bitch is giving me witch.
So it brings me to my question. We talked about it yesterday, and we talked about the
her and that goddamn cat.
And that goddamn cat.
Listen to me. You know that the cats were the guardians in the tombs.
Oh, teach me something.
Yeah, in the tombs they would put cats in there. They were the guardians for the spirit world.
Oh, okay.
And they would chase away evil spirits to keep them out of the sarcophagus and stuff like that. I'm always weary of motherfuckers with cats.
Oh, okay, yeah, oh, cat lady, yeah.
Especially if you into black magic. She gives me that vibe. And I think if she stops, she'll be like 80. You know?
If you were to see, they have a new biopic of Whitney Houston coming out. If they play this movie and you see no kind of drugs in this movie, do you feel like it's an injustice to what this looks?
I feel like anything with her name on it is strictly for the purposes of financial gain for those who have access to her estate, including Clive Davis. This ain't a film to celebrate Whitney Houston. This is a film to, pay the piper.
He was the one trying to bring her back, though, at the time prior to her death, right?
Fuck him. He needed her back.
Oh, yeah.
He needed her back, but he needed her back and under his control. You want to know what fucking Clive Davis did for Whitney Houston? while he was busy trying to bring her back. See, people forget, before she came to the United States, he sent her on an international tour.
Okay, everything ready to see why everyone is talking about this video. Let's break it down. The clip features Smith and Diddy in what appears to be a posh hotel room. Before your mind wanders, realize that this isn't anything to wild, but it's still making people look twice. I can feel myself in the video. Will is dressed in a crisp white shirt, looking as fresh as ever but chilly. His body language conveys nervous energy. He is fidgeting with his hands and his eyes are darting around the room as if he is afraid someone might burst at any moment. Will is looking serious, as if he is about to deliver some serious news. On the other hand, Diddy is as calm as a cucumber. He's relaxing on this large leather sofa while wearing fancy sunglasses and drinking what seems to be an expensive beverage. He's nodding along with whatever is being said, but it's clear he's not all that pleased. The tease will seem to be selling Diddy on something. It may be a new film, a commercial venture, or something more intimate. Either way, he was making a lot of effort to win Diddy over.
I was there when Farnsworth Bentley got his actual name. How they came up with the name and everything. We were sitting in front of the apartment building on 74th and Park Avenue. It was me, him, Tony De Niro. Puff was upstairs. They was trying to figure out, he had became Puff, one of Puff's personal assistants. You understand? To make sure all Puff shit is there when we get ready to go. Everything that was supposed to be in order. That was Farnsworth Bentley's job. When Puff has to go to restaurants and places like that, you know, he made sure everything was straight with that. You know what I'm saying? And he had another assistant too. But Farnsworth Bentley was his personal assistant, put out his clothes, told him what he should wear, all that, like a stylist and personal assistant all together, you know? So we was in front of the house and this dude, Tony De Niro, he played guitar in that Bad Boy for Life. The black dude, not the white guy, the black dude who played the guitar, that's Tony De Niro. I think he might be from California or something. So Tony De Niro was like, yo, we gotta think of a name for you, man. And if you're gonna be his personal assistant and slash butler slash umbrella carrier, whatever you gonna do, you understand? We gotta think of a name for you. We're gonna try to make you like Bentley or either Farnsworth or either Bent. You gotta be, you know, you gotta have that kind of persona. You gotta dress all the time, be neat and the whole 9 yards. And then the dude, Derek, was playing with him like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know how to do that. I could be over the top. You know, he was acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be over the top. So he was saying that. And the dude, Tony De Niro, said, we gotta figure out a name for you, man. It's gotta be on the level of, you know, those characters. He said, you gotta be like Farnsworth, you gotta be like Bentley. He said, fuck it, we're just gonna call you Farnsworth Bentley. And he said, I like it. And they start calling him that. His name Farnsworth Bentley. I said, these motherfuckers corny. You know, like I was like, yo, believe this. But he was always right there, but not like at nighttime when we was at doing things, he wasn't around, bro. He was only there when the cameras was there and shit like that. You know, I don't know how much he could do. I don't know if he would say anything because he probably signed the ND, a non-disclosure, and he don't want to say anything against Puff anyway because Puff got shit on him. And I ain't talking about no sexual shit, none of that shit. The nigga was stealing, bro. Yo, bro. The niggas I don't want to put that on sticky fingers. That nigga right there, bro.
don't lay nothing down around him. You heard me? Don't lay nothing down around a dude right there. Dog, Jennifer Lopez had these boots, they cost $5,000. I'm like, what kind of fucking boots cost $5,000? Now you gotta realize, this is like in 2000, early 2000. These boots cost $5,000. And because she was gonna be out of the country or something like that, she didn't have them come to her house down in the village because she would have never got it because they'd be stealing her stuff down there at her apartment. So she had them come to Puff house. She wanted these boots so bad, she was mad. They looked through everything trying to find Jennifer boots. Cause Puff had like Puff, people used to just give him shit and send him shit from everywhere. So he had this room, this mail room in his house with numbers just that he never even opened. But I don't know how Farnsworth Bentley found that shit. But we went over there to his house and we found a lot of Jennifer shit and everybody else's shit that belonged to Puff. I guess Puff had too much stuff in the room and he was just keeping them for it.
And you seen this with your own eyes? That's crazy, man.
My own eyes, bro. We went to his apartment.
You don't even seem like that type of dude, yo, but damn.
Security officer, we went over there, man. They had to do shit, bro. And that's why Puff had stopped messing with him. And then he goes get a show. Puff ain't say nothing. He went and got a show of how to teaching thugs how to be the gentleman. I hope the first thing he taught them was that, don't steal.
At one point, he gets down on one knee, and I almost fell out of my chair. But before you assume that this is some sort of proposal, Diddy just raises an eyebrow and takes another sip of his drink. I swear, the room they're in is really luxurious. Feels. The view of the city skyline outside the window indicates that they are in an opulent penthouse. There is champagne on ice, ornate artwork all over the walls, and the entire N9 yard. This is where things start to get interesting. Will pulls out his phone and begins showing Diddy something. The camera can't quite capture what's on the screen, but whatever it is, it finally gets Diddy's attention. He takes off his shades and leans in close for a brief moment, and you can see Diddy's eyes widen. Is it shock, surprise, or even a little fear? It's difficult to tell, but something has definitely got him shaken. The video ends just as Diddy is about to say something, which is a cliffhanger.
I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking shit about Boosie. Maybe you suspicious of him because of the shit that's happening in your house, bitch. Fuck out of here. These niggas be talking greasy on all kinds of shit. But I don't like when these so-called black Hollywood couples want to come in and then they want to sit there and play gatekeeper. Meanwhile, they're abusing and misusing all kinds of young people. And guess what? Don't nobody want to admit that they a victim. So they pretend to be friends.
Yeah.
Will Smith ain't slapped that nigga over love. He slapped that nigga because that bitch told him to. Or maybe because she's looking a little hocus pocus these days too. Is it alopecia? Or was it like, entrance into the club? I don't know. But shit don't look right. You fucking see Tiger Woods and the next thing you know, he damn near die in a fucking car accident. I don't fucking know. I know she gangster as fuck. I know she from Baltimore. And I know there's no shame in that region. I know that for a fact. So, the movie Emancipation, how the fuck you gonna play in a movie called Emancipation and you can't emancipate yourself?
Ooh. Bars.
Cause you trapped in a hole. My nigga, you trapped in a hole. This bitch clowning you day after day after day after day. And once again, I hate saying these things because their children are dope. But Jaden's kind of MIA. And considering that he emancipated from their household at 16 and refused to come back even to do family interviews. You know?
Yeah.
Willow's just kind of, she's dope. Too much shit happened in that fucking house. Too much shit happened in that fucking house. And meanwhile, I go to jail for defending my child, and these niggas don't even get a CPS fucking visit for the kind of shit they kids see. You know?
There you go.
So yeah, I'll watch the movie when, you know, I'll watch Emancipation when he emancipates himself from the hell that he lives in, that he tries to call marriage with that woman who still wished Tupac was alive. But enjoy the film, buy lots of popcorn. I ain't supporting shit he fucking dope. He's a bad representation for black men. He is literally the epitome of a ballless man. I'm sick and tired of people making our black men look weak. I'm sick and tired of that shit because I don't know no nigga that would put up with the shit that bitch done put him through. Now you could justify staying because you ain't want to cut up the money because she would have got the child support and the alimony, but the kids is grown. So if you staying now, it's either because you being blackmailed to stay or you too lazy to go. He housebroken. That don't fit right for a Philly nigga. But he did grow up in Overbrook though. He didn't technically grow up in West Philly. That was Jazzy Just Life he was writing about. He lived over there, not far from where Kobe Bryant grew up. That's the other side of City Avenue. He came up Overbrook, you know, so they had big houses and he wasn't at the playground, get beat up. That was Jazzy Jeff. He lived in the more suburb side off of City Avenue. He went to Overbrook, you know, he went to the hood and then came home. I took my husband to where he used to go get his cheesesteaks at Larry's, which was right there by the train station around the corner from the Nice houses. He's been playing roles for a long time. But I'm sick and tired of seeing these so-called couples destroying young people. And look at August Alsina, like he's so fucked off. I don't think that boy is his boyfriend. I think it's his bodyguard, because his first show back in Miami, he gets beat up by Tory Lanez and his motherfucking bodyguard. And the nigga just got out the hospital. Like these is little niggas. These is little niggas. Like it's almost like Will Smith called up Tory Lanez and fuck that nigga up for me. You know what I'm saying? Your first show back and you got to go back to the hospital. Like, all because you got taken advantage of by that bitch. Because they said it all started with Tory Lanez joking with him about the whole entanglement. That shit wasn't no entanglement, bitch. You fucked the kid and cheated on your husband. Like, let's stop dressing this shit up and making it seem like it's anything. If Jada did any of the fucking shit to Will, would your wife, would y'all women, would you stand for that?
No.
Listen to me, he needs my help. like, are you fucking kidding me? I wanted to help him. He was so sick and he needed my help, and you just figured you was gonna ride his dick until he got better, huh? Like, really? If I was a 16-year-old kid and I had the opportunity to emancipate myself, I wouldn't stick around to watch my mom fuck my friends. I wish the fuck my mom would have. I'm sorry.
No,
y'all know I get passionate.
Y'all
So
clap.
is there any other movie you want to talk about?
Y'all clapping. Man, we gotta save some for next time.
Jesus.
Jaguar, we love you so much. Thank you for coming to sit down and talk with us. This was a real treat. I feel I'm high off this. I don't know. We finna kill him with this one. We all gonna go off the grid after this for a little bit.
Listen to me. I'm back outside now. Fuck it. It's gonna be what it's. I'm back out.
Individuals are stating a variety of things. Whatever is happening between Will and X is undoubtedly happening, despite the fact that some people believe it's simply two old friends having a heated business meeting and others are certain there's something more scandalous going on. Diddy, this isn't your typical hangout for celebrities. There is tension, mystery, and undoubtedly some information that is just waiting to be revealed. What do you think? Is this simply a casual encounter between two of Hollywood's top personalities? Or is there more to this tale than meets the eye? The streets are rife with ideas, and everyone is eager to find out what happens next. Chilla, I am eager to see how everything turns out, and I'm sure that you are too.
It was just seemed like Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. No, he was gay and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's just a lot of weird shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what Tupac, I guess he wanted to get up out of the Illuminati or something. But I seen it here. Matter of fact, MC Lyte pulled off with Tanisha Arnold. You know what I'm saying? In her brand new 560, black one. Yeah, that shit weird, dude. Yeah, that's some weird ass shit going on, you know? Yeah.
And what was Tupac doing at the party, yo?
Him and Puff was there together. They was there, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know how they fucking fell out or nothing like that. They was road dogs, you know what I'm saying? They even got pictures of him. He got on that blue sweater with the turtleneck. Him and him hugged up like this with the black hat. Have you ever seen that picture?
Nah, I don't recall, but I'm pretty sure I came across it.
Yeah. That picture there, they was at that party that day. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of weird shit. That whole fucking, yeah, that shit weird, dude. Yeah, bunch of, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no gay basher or nothing. I mean, none of that shit, but that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that whole party was weirdoed out. Yeah, and it was Jada Pinkett, but.
You saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
I guess it was the Illuminati. It's just weird. I know I wouldn't want to be part of no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from the old school, dude, and that shit wasn't really tolerated with my generation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hate crime, yes, but it's more tolerated these days and nothing like that. It's more, you know what I'm saying, more open now, you know what I'm saying? But back then it was kind of fishy, you know what I'm saying? Still kind of fishy, you know, but it's more, you know, out there now.
The incident y'all had with Warren G and Kid Frost, tell me about that, my man.
Okay, Kid Frost had gave a party at the House of Blues. One of our big homeboys wanted to go with us, you know what I'm saying? So he went with us and we said, ooh, you little niggas have fun. So one of Kid Frost's homies still on my big homie. But he didn't know that he was around, there was maybe about 20 of us. So the dude that socked my big homie, we beat the dog shit out of him. So my big homie, he came to. He like, that's the motherfucker? We like, yeah. And there was 2 security guards had him. Had the dude that we beat up from Kid Frost entourage. So my big homie knocked that motherfucker out while the yellow jacket, you know, the yellow jackets with the event security, they had the dude. So my homie still knocked him out. Boom! So the dude with the yellow jacket was talking shit. Man, what the fuck is wrong with him? My homeboy knocked out him too. Bam! Like, woo! So the other one like, man, he got back. The little Jamaican dude come up talking shit. Man, you going crazy? My homeboy socked him too. So we went down to get our car for valet. And this dude, it's LBC. And he like, what the fuck is that? And he said, it's Long Beach City Crip. So my homeboy knew this dude was an imposter. If you from Long Beach, you gonna say Rolling 20s or Insane. You know what I'm saying? You gonna say you're a real block boy. You know what I'm saying? 19th Street. You gonna say something. A real Crip. So this nigga say he's from Long Beach City Crip. My homeboy like, wait a minute. And knocked him out too. So Warren G and them was down there, him and Cedric Wallace waiting on their cars. They seen my homeboy get busy like that, so they had left before us, went up to Fat Burgers. So we came, got in our shit. They finally brought our cars from valet. We went up to Fat Burgers, and Warren G and Cedric Wallace was up there already, eating their shit and shit. So we came in there. The big homie like, hey, motherfucker. He pointed at Cedric Wallace, like, man, you been dumping us for years, mother. I'm losing all my motherfucking money betting on your motherfucking ass. So Warren G was right there. He like, my homie like, man, that's a nice ass watch. So he like, man, let me try that on. You know what I'm saying? So by then, my homeboy, somebody got my homeboy attention, and he turned his head. Shit, Cedric Sabalas and what's his name was in the, he was in the Ragtop 500 Benz. This motherfucker like jumped off. I mean, he drove up off the motherfucker. He didn't even pay attention to the curve. He jumped off of the curve instead of using the, the driveway. That shit was funny as fuck. My homeboy like, damn, he almost bust his whole fucking engine block. Yeah, that shit was funny as a motherfucker.
You think the video was crazy, girl, but wait until you see how the internet is going crazy over it. As soon as the video went viral, celebrities all over the internet lost it. It seemed like everyone and their mother had something to say about Will and Diddy's little rendezvous. You know how dramatic Twitter can get. The hashtag took off faster than BN's hair in a wind machine. Hashtag, it wasn't all jokes and games. Some of Hollywood's biggest names were weighing in, and let me tell you, opinions were split like a banana in a sundae. Will and Diddy Gate was trending #1 for hours, and people were coming up with the craziest memes. Some said Will was auditioning for a new movie, while others thought he was begging Diddy to collaborate on a track called Chile. Pinkett Smith Jada when Will's wife tweeted, "Sometimes what looked like pleasing is just good business." It caught everyone off guard. What on earth does it mean? Does she intend to defend Will discharging shadows? The streets are undecided.
We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damien, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, like, and then he went like this, like, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, "Yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him." I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out you. Now, Puff can scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Well, he can scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then he said that shit. So I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in. Yeah, but That shit was funny. He thought that Jada and Will was coming on too strong to Jennifer, making advances.
Meanwhile, 50 Cent never one to stay silent. Fit always knows how to stir things up on Instagram. Big Y style isn't what it used to be of. However, not everyone was quick to pass judgment. In a supportive tweet, Viola Davis said, "Let's not jump to conclusions. We don't know the whole story." She also advised being cautious and letting the court make the final decision. One fan tweeted, "Will Smith has been entertaining us for decades. He deserves the benefit of the doubt." Another fireback celebrity, or not, this looks. The other half of the fans were equally split, with some ready to cancel the show faster than a Netflix series and others supporting him like he was their own brother. AF and shadowy, you may be asking now what this implies for Will and Diddy's reputation. And that's $1 million question, honey. Since he was lounging about and enjoying himself to the fullest, Will has been America's darling. However, after Oscar's slap, people have begun to side with him more than a mother finding her child reaching into the cookie jar.
My man, listen here. All those ones who made it to the Diddy party, to the after party, and to the hotel lobby, they not gonna ruin their brand. They not gonna say nothing. Man, I was watching the other day. Listen to me. They did that. They on Channel 2 News here in New York. Gayle King and Nate and that other guy, they were talking about. They showed the him beating Cassie, and they showed him the apology and the whole 9 yards. All they said is that we have commentary about that, but we got to go to a commercial. They never came back and said nothing about it. I was like, yo, damn. He still got power like that? Somebody still like him like that? Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein. He was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him. Because it would mess up their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z. We the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff. But you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there, denounce what he did, or come forward and say, I support him.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Nobody haven't came out to support him, man. Not one person outside of Stevie J.
Stevie don't count, bro.
Diddy, on the other hand, may not be as affected by this since he has always maintained a bad boy image, but it is still not a good look for any of them to be involved in all this turmoil. You can bet your bottom dollar that public relations teams are working nonstop to attempt to spin this story. While some believe it's a passing blip and Will recover quickly, others believe it might spell the end for his spotless reputation. One thing is certain, despite your best efforts to believe it is ending, this narrative will not end anytime soon. Now that we've seen how the internet is going crazy over this video, something fresh appears to keep the pot simmering. It's like a soap opera, but with larger stars and wilder plot twists. Let's examine the specifics of Will and Diddy's relationship. People on the streets are speculating and have some crazy ideas. Some people claim that Diddy and Will are longtime friends in secret, and that this video simply shows them spending time together. However, if that's how Will talks to his friends, I don't want to see how he treats his enemies. Given the way he was perspiring and fidgeting, one could assume that he was confessing to something.
Bruh. He know who to do that shit to. You understand what I'm saying? It's certain dudes that he'll do that to because he could get away with it quick enough, or he got somebody behind him, or he got some people there. They no matter gonna take his weight for. It's only so far he gonna go himself. It's only so far he gonna go himself. So now you know he gonna come at you hard, try to play it off, because he know if he do anything and it comes back to him, it's a lawsuit. He slapped somebody, hit somebody, that's a payday for them. But he'll make up that whole atmosphere, and then he'll look at one of the bouncers or look at somebody a certain way, and they'll take over his mess. So I could see him coming at somebody hard like that. But by itself, he ain't gonna bust a grape in a wine factory. But he don't have to.
Here's where things get juicy. Some are speculating that Will may be trying to persuade Diddy to invest in a new business venture. After all, these celebrities are always working hard. So why the secrecy, and what was on that phone that made Diddy look shaken? What if Will has some tea of his own to spill, asking Diddy for permission or advice? But wait, we can't forget about the leak itself. Who leaked this video? And why was it someone trying to undermine Will? Or perhaps it was all staged as a publicity stunt to get people talking. Because let's face it, it's working, and let's not forget that this isn't the first time Oscar slap scenario. Then came the drama with Jay revealing their dirty laundry. It seems like Will can never get a break. Some people believe this is the last straw for Will's good guy image, while others believe it's just another day in Hollywood. Whatever is going on between Will and Diddy, though, is undoubtedly getting people talking. What do you think? Is this just two old friends having a conversation? A business deal gone wrong? Or is there something more scandalous going on? One thing is certain, this narrative has more turns and twists than a roller coaster, and we're all along for the ride. The streets are rife with hypotheses, and everyone is eager to find out what will happen next. Who would have imagined that we'd see the day when Will Smith pleased Diddy child? But everything is possible in Hollywood, as this video demonstrates.
Right. But I want to ask you, right? And I know you ain't signed it. I know you ain't signed an NDA, clearly. But did he make his artists sign NDAs and people that work for him?
Well, a lot of these rappers, a lot of these industry people, anybody who does business nowadays with the internet, they have NDAs, non-disclosure. That means that if you work for them, you around them, you can't disclose any of the information about them. It's the same thing that he gave to all his artists when he gave them their publishing back. I'm gonna give y'all publishing, but y'all can't talk about Janice Combs, Justin Combs, Sony, Bad Boy, or anything that happened. Y'all can't talk about none of that. But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to. And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danity Kane. I think a couple of them didn't sign it. And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too. Cause I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pimp them out to my nigga. He said, I'm gonna drug them out. I'm gonna get them all on drugs, and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my. And I was like, there's somebody kids, and walked out. And it's somebody that heard me. It's somebody that heard me. I mean, well, it's not only somebody that heard me, it's somebody that I know who was in the studio at the time that happened, and I still talk to him today. And we were just talking about that the other day. He done moved back to Indiana. I don't know why. I'm gonna give you that one.
Before you think that the tea was hot, wait until you hear what might happen next. This video has caused more aftershocks than an earthquake in California, and everyone is wondering how Diddy and Will clean up the mess. Let's start by talking about the consequences. People on the streets are speculating that Diddy's once clean image may be toast, and that Will be cold. He's had scandals before, but this one is really getting to him. Some people are speculating about legal issues as well, because CNN leaked that video, which isn't exactly kosher, if you know what I mean. However, the real concern is what this will do to Big Wiley's career. After receiving a slap on the wrist from the Oscars, he may need to start looking for a new job. Perhaps he and Jay could work together on that Red Table talk show now. That would be some My CTV.